Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They try the left side here with Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yeah, I know.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second down and 4. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Randy Gregory, former Cowboy, there on the tackle. Ball at the 33, second and 9. Garoppolo going to change the look here. Now they'll change things up. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and a yard. This quick pass complete to Sutton. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. On second down, here's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Touchdown, Broncos! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Are able to stretch out their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
What's good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage. That's
yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
having that problem
Because
too.
if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I should like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McLaughlin, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Here's a diving catch right side. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Wilson will throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Garoppolo's going to change the play. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to Renfro again, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
After a 100-catch, 1,000-yard season 2021, Renfro's follow-up season was a major disappointment. Injuries and offensive changes kept him to just 330 yards, so hopefully the fan favorite can return to Pro Bowl form and be the type of chain mover he was on that grab.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dragons have got it back to within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion goes the tight end. Now Wilson on first down. Short throw caught by Dosich. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again here, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. And this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Throw out wide is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Garoppolo. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Wilson wants a different look. Throwing on first down. Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Again, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McLaughlin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. He's into the secondary. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Buenos Aires 1st down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Garoppolo changing the play. Second and 6. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Second and a couple. And now an audible here into something else. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And Garoppolo, maybe a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
11. White. I got this. 21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a give, right side. It's McLaughlin, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Williams running left. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
It's a gain of 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. This to Jacobs on the toss right to the 43, 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Garoppolo going to change the look here. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Powers through it, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.